Well, if you joined us last half hour, not much has really changed in this half hour span. Let's take a look at our current grain prices. I'm Marlin Bohling with you, and our quotes are provided by Bar Chart. On the corn, we're still weaker on the nearbys, but maybe not as much as we were at the open. We have May corn down 6 1/4 at $7.50 per bushel, and you have new crop December now 3 3/4 cents higher. On the soybean trade, you have the May contract a half-cent lower now at $16.90 1/2. So it has faded by 30 cents off of its overnight high. We have November new crop soybeans 7 higher at $14.97. It had been as high as $15.12 3/4. Now over to the wheat we go, and big moves in the wheat. It had surged ahead big time in the late evening trade, but right now it's more modest. We have May Chicago wheat only 6 1/4 higher at $11.25 1/2. Interesting that September on out we have double-digit gains though. In the Kansas City market, at this point, you have May up 14 cents at $11.27 1/4, and pretty much consistent, about 14 to 20 cents higher all across the table there on the Kansas City wheat. Of course, the Western Plains largely missed out on a lot of that moisture overnight. Now let's look at Minneapolis spring wheat. May now 4 3/4 higher at $10.93 1/2, and July up 4 1/2, but the deferreds 13 to 20 higher. Interesting stuff on the deferred wheat markets today. We are joined by Ben Hushon of the Mill in Whitehall, Maryland. He's a regular contributor. We talk with him each week at this time. So Ben, Jim Ross has a radar shot, a radar loop of some action that is kind of headed your direction. And I know in the past you said you have had quite a bit of moisture, but judging by this radar loop, it looks like you've got a whole slew of it headed your way over the next 2 or 3 days. Is that going to hamper things, or are you going to need moisture at this time of year? What are you looking at?
Good morning, Marlin. Was having a good morning till you told me all of that. It's been a challenge this spring. I'd say application of fertilizer and just overall field work is behind. It wasn't fit last week to get into the field till late Thursday. That was even questionable Friday. Ran Saturday, had another little shot of rain Saturday night. But today, Monday and Tuesday, to be honest with you, have been wide open. Farmers finishing up lime, finishing up those manure piles that I was showing you a couple weeks ago, and pretty much wrapped up all the first application of wheat. And that it's definitely, if there's more rain coming, we certainly are feeling that from the pressure of loading fertilizer and getting it delivered yesterday and today.
Well, as opposed to a lot of the wheat that we have seen, or lack of it, in the High Plains region, the shots that you have provided of the wheat crop around there actually looks pretty good.
Well, Marlin, I've had a lot of smarter people than me over the years say, don't ever wish the rain away.
Right.
You may have trouble getting your work done when you want it to, but ultimately, when I look at this wheat crop, and for the viewers, some of the pictures we sent in, it is growing really well. Was a solid crop here pretty much all winter, and as you just described, they have a lot of reason to want to take really good care of this crop and bring home a good harvest. So they're going at it a couple days a week, and then finding other things to do to prepare for the next project they're going to work on in between.
Well, I tell you, when you have a crop that looks like that and double-digit prices, producers there may be in the catbird seat this year. Fingers crossed, everything works out. Well, Ben, thanks for the update. Always good to hear from you. And good luck with all the rain moving in this week. Ben Hushon of the Mill in Whitehall, Maryland. We'll come back and we'll go through our livestock trade, see what the market is doing when we come back.